everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Lily with Spirit Lit, a channel that was inspired by God to help support you as caregivers, to support the children in your life, to help them keep that flame that is in their eyes lit for the love of learning, the love of exploration, and the love of God. Today, I wanted to share with you probably one of the most used items in our house. Probably one of the most valuable pieces of equipment that I have when working with my child on a day-to-day basis. And that is this amazing stool right here. I'm sure many of you, if you follow anything about Montessori, you know about these kinds of big stools that you can have in your kitchen to help bring your child up to counter height so that they can come and work alongside you if you're cooking or baking, washing up the dishes, whatever. And I had to look for a very specific kind because we have such a small kitchen. So you can see how narrow it is. And there's a lot of different ones out there on the market. So in case you have a really small kitchen, this one has just been wonderful. I did a lot of research on it and compared with the other ones that are out there. But this one seemed to be the most bang for its buck, which I'm all about. And so it's called the, Ocadile, I don't know. And it's very nice and narrow, but the thing that I love about it is how sturdy it is on its own. It's really heavy, it's a heavyweight wood, and so it doesn't easily tip. And so that was one of the biggest things that I was looking at when I was purchasing a stool for my child, was how sturdy it was going to be. Now, even this, as sturdy as it is and as heavy it is, my child still wants to climb up on it. He's 2 years old. He kind of still wants to play, put his foot in here, stand up. So we do have a rule that when he's in the stool, his feet stay on the ground. And I think that's really important because I've seen some pretty big accidents that can happen, if the child is allowed to sort of move about freely in their stool. Another thing that we did when he was a little bit younger is that we attached something to the front of the stool to one of the handles in our drawers, and that just helped to keep it sturdy so that if he did kind of rock it back and forth, it had some support because we have these drawer safety things that keep them locked. So I definitely suggest that too, in case you need sort of an extra level of security, in case you have a very wild roving child like I do. And so just looking at this, I like it because it's really adjustable, which I also was looking for. So they have these two bars in the back. One is solid, it stays here, it doesn't move. And then there's another one here that you can take out. So I really like that. Then my child comes up, he crawls under and he comes up. When he was younger, he was pretty small, and so having this bar here was really great to have in case he kind of went back and he's still kind of learning his balance on here. This was wonderful. We don't really need it now, but it doesn't really seem to bother him, so we just left it here. We have moved the stool down one since he's gotten taller. It used to be up higher, but then he started climbing on the counters, and that's when I knew it was time to lower it down one. Which was a great feature, and it has one more that it can go down to. So as he gets taller, then it just keeps adjusting. It comes with some grips that are super nasty and gross now. I need to replace them. But that was really nice just so that he has some traction on here because it can get kind of slippery, especially if you spill anything on there. He is in this, I can't even tell you how many times a day. We do a lot of cooking, a lot of washing up. We don't have a dishwasher, so we're washing and drying by hand a lot. And he pretty much stays right here. It's kind of the most convenient place where I have him. And then I have the drawers right next to him that have some of his things. I've got some of his choppers and his knives in here, along with his chopping blocks down here that we get out. So, while I'm cooking, he's helping me chop, and while I'm cleaning, he's helping me dry or scrub, and it's just wonderful. If you've got a picky eater, this is just a brilliant way on how to incorporate your child in with food prep, food making at the most basic level. You do it however is comfortable for you. Even if you measure something out and give it to them and help them pour it in, the more involved your child can be in your day-to-day activities, in your cooking and in your cleaning, the more they are excited about it. And especially with recipes, you know, the more willing they are to eat whatever it is that you're making. Oftentimes, if you sort of present a dinner or something that's new that they don't have any experience with, you know, then you might get some hesitation with that. They may not really want to eat it, maybe a funny texture. However, if you bring them in on the process and they help you clean it, they help you chop it, they help you stir it, you know, you're giving them all the sensory experiences of being able to smell it, to touch it, to taste it. You know, this just goes such a long way in helping them to be comfortable then with the final product. You know, our child is the opposite of a picky eater. He asks to get spices down that he can just eat the spices. And I really do think a lot of that is because of just the way that I've brought him along with me all the time. It's such a, if you have a hard time making dinner at home because your child is demanding your attention, get one of these, bring them alongside you. This will change your whole life. It's also great when you're doing baking, you know, when we have our holidays or something, or we're doing bread, they can come and they can get on the rolling pin and they can help just be part of the process. And so I really can't recommend it enough. You go do your research, see what kind of good stool works best for you. This is just the one that we've had that works just so well for us, and I'm just so thankful that we have. And you know, gosh, you think about all the things that you buy for your children, you know, by the time they're 2 years old. And this is one of our top 5 things that we've used the very most and that we're going to be able to continue to use. And I think it wasn't that expensive. It was less than $200, worth its weight in gold. So yeah, you can check down in the description. I'll post the link if you're interested in going and looking at that. And once you're there, you know, you can go peruse other ones too. You don't have to buy this exact one. But I encourage you to go forth, go get a large kitchen stool that your child can feel confident on, secure on, that they can come alongside you and be part of the family. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel to see more reviews of things that we love. Yeah, I'm a trained Montessori teacher and I just love to share the things with you that work. And I do a lot of research beforehand, so it comes with a lot of work behind it. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Have a great day. Bye.